or can take this conference, come holler at me. Until then, I guess we'll see y'all in late January for the Arrowhead Invitational. So
For sure, for sure. Well, our special guest is here.
yeah, yeah, man. That's the man, the myth. Unmute yourself. Oh,
Yo, what up, friends? Yes,
that's good.
the Raider.
Man, here you go with this mess. Hey, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sports professor, representing Ball and Bud Sports and Entertainment. My man Omar Fonseca, man, great cat. The only downfall, I love him to death. The only downfall is the stinking ass hat on his head. That's the only downfall about him. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, my brother? See, it's a good thing that y'all are called the Kingdom, because there is only one nation, and that is the Raider Nation. So I'm happy to be on with y'all, talking a little football today. My brother Cris, it is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Likewise. Thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciated. Yes, sir. Yeah, as you mentioned, Ball and Buds. The only thing I want y'all to do is subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS on YouTube. It's down there on the thing and everything you see. Sure. Anyways, Wildcard Mar, the rest of IOW are usual suspects on there. So we talk all sports, everything. So just like IOW sports, we do everything, including combat sports. Me and Mar talk wrestling sometimes. So anyways, come check us out. Just trying to grow the YouTube channel. And again, appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, hey, talk everything. By the way, love that AJ Styles and John Cena match. If you didn't see it, if you call yourself
talk about hitting every major spot you could think of. They even hit Michelle McCool's spot.
Damn. Hey, that's how irrelevant she is that I didn't even know that she had a finisher that they could even copy. That's crazy, bro.
It's pretty much just the Styles clash. But Undertaker said thank you for copying it, which was a great troll. I loved it. It was tremendous.
That's funny.
Oh man,
that is funny right there. So all right, Omar. Let's start here, man. You guys got Pete Carroll as your head coach this year, and there was some discourse because Pete Carroll's a little older. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that Pete Carroll's a Hall of Fame coach. Let's go. That goes without saying. My man's a Hall of Fame coach, but he's a little older, and things have not gone as great for y'all this season. So, what is the temperature around Pete Carroll right now?
Oh, I mean, very lukewarm at best. Not even, I wouldn't even say close to hot. They love what Pete Carroll has brought in terms of culture, in terms of the thing around bringing in an older coach who, congrats to him, just, I think, celebrated his 70th or 71st, something like that, whatever, birthday. So happy birthday to him. And also just got his 171st win. So, little comparison there. But what they expected was him to bring in a culture of stability, a culture of winning. Pete Carroll has not won less than 7 games in his entire NFL career. Now, he played with a good franchise with Seattle. He is with a bad franchise, a booty juice franchise, so to say, with the Raiders. And we have been since the great Al Davis, may he rest in peace, left. And even a little before he left, because he started doing some craziness there at the end. But the franchise in general has been in shambles since we went to the 2002 Super Bowl against Tampa Bay and got thoroughly whooped because they kept John Gruden's playbook. Aside from that fact, and me lamenting, bringing back bad memories, Pete Carroll was brought in to bring a winning culture. And so they expected with him, with Tom Brady, that we would be able to bring stability and winning to the Raiders in the future. That's why all these people have been brought in. That's why all these big names have been brought in to support that vision. So they're going to give Pete Carroll all 3 years that they paid him. He's not going to get fired early because we suck, because we've sucked for the past 20 years. So it doesn't matter anyways. Excuse my language. My bad.
You good.
So yeah, that's what he was brought in for. So no way he's getting fired. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Now Geno Smith, when you guys signed him, when I saw it, I was like, all right, Geno's good. He's a above average quarterback who can keep stability in a organization. You know what I'm saying? He he throw the football down the field. If you give him the right pieces around him, dude is pretty good. Well, it hasn't. It's been a rough start. You know what I'm saying? He's got 10 interceptions on the season already. He's not having a good season. Last week he had a pick, but probably his best game in a while was last week, but it was the Titans. But still, you know what I'm saying? You still got to play the teams in front of you. What is the overall feel on Geno? Are y'all done with Geno? Or you like, let's ride it out? How y'all feeling?
Yeah, again, it's similar to the last question. Stability. We haven't had any stability at quarterback since Derek Carr left. Geno Smith, even though he has played not as well as we were hoping for from what we saw in Seattle, he's also, as you mentioned, not armed with the same talent that he had in Seattle. And particularly not the weapons per se, because he has GNT, he has Myers, he has Trey Tucker, he has Brock Bowers, he has Michael Mayers. So we've got Raheem Mostert, we've got a good weapons. The offensive line is the worst booty juice of the booty juice that involves the Raiders, and it has been for a while. The only damn good lineman we've had has been Colton Miller, who has been there for 12 damn years, however long, and he's, granted, been in the top 10, 15 tackles his whole career. There's been nothing else to support the Raiders in that way for the last 20 years. Now, we've got some young kids that we're hoping are developing, but that's the thing, is they're all first and second year players. Now Colton Miller is hurt. Now you're playing some dude named Stone Forsythe. Who the deuce is Stone Forsythe? Yeah. I don't know either, but he's our left tackle. So when you put these players into place, shots fired, Stone Forsythe. I know you. I apologize. I know who you are. When you put these things into place, you're not going to have enough time for Geno, who is a statuesque pocket quarterback, to throw the ball. Geno ain't running. He ain't scrambling. Every time he gets pressure, he just goes down most of the time because he knows his abilities. And that's fine if you know your abilities, but that type of quarterback needs an offensive line that can give them the required proper amount of time. This offensive line cannot do that. And no matter how many short throws you throw to Trey Tucker or you throw to Jacoby Myers, if you're throwing, which he has 6 interceptions on the years between the stripes, and your receivers are always running between the stripes, and your running back can't get more than 2.1 yards a carry on 31 carries last game because your offensive line sucks, well, Geno is really going to suck too, and it's been proven through his play this year. Now, he also needs to take more care of the ball because he's been very, very reckless with the ball. He's just been throwing into double and triple coverage like he don't give a. And I'm like, all right, dude, we know that you got job security, but at least try not to throw the game away.
That man selling.
Tell me about it.
Now, you guys did pick Ashton Genty with your first round pick, and we all know the clout that came with Genty coming out of the college. He was one of the best in the nation at Boise State. Me living out here in Vegas, I watch UNLV football, so I got to see Genty a few times, and dude's incredible. But there's a lot of discourse with him. I think personally, you just talked about it, your offensive line. I think my man can't get to the hole if he ain't got no offensive line. And then Chip Kelly was trying to change my man's running stance, and then finally Genty was like, bump that. I'm not doing that no more. Let me go back to my real running stance so I can run. But how are you guys, your thoughts on Genty? I know it's early, but what are your thoughts on?
Yeah, Genty is there's nothing, not that you asked that question, but there's nothing like he's going to be benched for Mostert or anything like that. That's not even a thing. Everybody knows what you just said. The two things that you just pointed out, and I'm about to get a little angry because you mentioned the name, and Mar knows that name that gets me a little angry. But let's start with the offensive line. Yes. Defenders, and this was a stat I got last week ago, little professor's fun fact for you. Defenders were meeting Janty at the line or behind the line of scrimmage 32 out of 47 first attempts.
Yeah.
He had 0.9 adjusted yards before contact. That means he doesn't even get a yard before he's getting hit, right? Even worse, his stacked box rate, in which other teams were stacking the box with 8 or more players, was just at the league average. People know your offensive line sucks. He was still having the 8th rushing success rate for the Raiders in the past couple games when he started to get acclimated after you said he changed his stance back to his regular stance because they tried to make him go down low instead of his straight up Michael Myers stance that they call it. So that change should have never been made. If a person's been running some way their whole career, don't think that you're just going to now tell them, oh, you need to run. That's going to help them. Fix your offensive line. Yeah, exactly. Fix your offensive line. And the last thing, don't hire Chip Kelly because he sucks. Okay? He sucks. All right? He hasn't been good since Oregon. And then he tried to go to Philadelphia with them spread principles. It only worked for a little bit before everybody caught on. And then everywhere he's gone since then, including my beloved UCLA Bruins that you left in ruins.
They've been playing better the last 2 weeks.
He sucks. Yeah, great. Now he's gone. He sucks as a play caller. And this is getting horrible. Like, scheme for your running back. If you know your offensive line sucks, scheme for that. Give him plays running outside the zone to get him a little headway to use his young speed. Or if you don't want to run him up the middle every damn time, because Chip Kelly likes to run 12 and 13, 4 tight end sets, jumbo package. Like, who is this? What aliens came down and took the real Chip Kelly? Because can he come back? Because I want him to go back and coach UCLA if you can find the old real one. If not, get this bum the hell out of here because he can't coach no more.
A bum.
Damn, it's that bad, huh? But I agree. I've always said Chip Kelly's not a NFL coach. He's just not. His schemes are not meant for NFL. It's meant for college. That's what they're meant for. So,
hey, he might have success in the high school level, you know.
At this point, that's about to be the only place because even in college last time he sucked at UCLA. But yes, in college, at least you can fool young coordinators and young players that haven't developed fully yet. So sure, whatever.
He did good at Ohio State. So
I mean, I would say that was more a product of the team.
he was Jeremiah Smith.
I mean, you could have thrown me and Ryan Day out there, and I think we would have got the same championship.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on the defensive side. Patrick Graham, he is your defensive coordinator. We all know what Max Crosby represents. He's probably top. Ooh. He's not even probably. He's top 5 defensive end in this league right now. One of the best. But I actually feel like your defensive line has played really well this year. I think it's vastly improved. I think it's your back end that's the question on your team. But I actually think your defensive line has actually played well. But speak to your defense, you know, Patrick Graham, his scheme, and how you feel about your defense.
Yeah, I'm loving at least the development of the defense this season. I thought that they would be more of a weak point because of the, as you mentioned, the back end, right? The linebackers especially. Were going to be tough because we had lost all of our linebackers from last season, which weren't that good to begin with, but we had lost them anyways. And then our secondary, we got rid of, again, most of the players, full overhaul from last year. And now we got a whole new set of guys in that fit Pete Carroll's mold of safeties and linebackers. But then that means you're starting over all new. And these players have to gel together. These players have to learn how to play in a scheme if they haven't played in Patrick Graham's scheme yet. But again, as you mentioned, they've gelled well. That does help when you have, and I know you said top 5. I believe he's top 3, and that's not even Homer. I just, the way that Max Crosby plays the game, I mean, he is always pressuring the quarterback. He is always getting past the linemen, no matter how good they are. So the way that he plays his high motor, he never gives up. He's always going, is a great way to teach other young players how to play the game. So, Tyree Wilson, the guy on the other end, right? You got Malcolm Kuntz at another end. Jonah Lalulu has been playing great. He had 2 sacks this past week. He's been playing really well this season. Thomas Booker is a veteran and came in and brought a veteran presence to the defensive line. So all these defensive linemen that you're talking about have really helped Las Vegas. And the particular, we sit 6th in rush EPA, expected points per play allowed. And we're holding opposing running backs to just 4 yards per carry. So we're playing pretty well at the run game. The passing game a little different, as you mentioned. The back end still a little rough there. We're still working players in. We got Eric Stokes, Caillou Blue Kelly, and Porter. So we got these players that still need to gel together as well with the linebackers. Good play this past weekend. Devin White has resurgent his career, interception, tackles for loss yesterday. Jamal Adams. Everybody knows Jamal Adams. He's a little longer in the tooth. He needs to get back into fitness and shape. But I believe that this defense, just to answer your question as a whole, is on the way up for sure.
For sure. Let's get into the AFC West, man. I'm not saying this to brag, man. Like, we all come to say the Chiefs have ran this division for the past 9 years. You know what I'm saying? 9 years. But the Chargers look like they have made a resurgence, and then the Chargers always happen every year. The injury bug gets them, and they lost both of their tackles. They lost, Khalil Mack is out. He probably come back in a couple of weeks. They lost both of their running backs. Like they're kind of willing over there. They're looking at, there's reports of them trying to get on the trade deadline to get a running back and an offensive lineman. And then, the Broncos are, their defense is really, really good. Nico, we need to start talking about Nick Benito a lot more because that kid is nice. And their defensive backfield is nice too with, Surtain and all those boys over there. But their offense is so inconsistent. Like, you don't know what you're going to get week to week with Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? Like, one minute he looks good, next minute he doesn't. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Chiefs this year, we've been up and down first few games. We're kind of off, starting to hit our stride a little bit on the offense. Defense has been solid for the most part, getting Rashee Rice back this week. So I think that's going to help our offense on the uptick. So as a whole, how do you feel about the AFC West?
Yeah, I feel that at the beginning of the season, and we did the NFL Super Season preview. Mar was on Ball and Buds, and I had said that I still thought the Chiefs were, and I still do, honestly. I still do now, even with them being at 3-3, still the team to beat. As long as you have Patrick, I don't know his middle name, Kermit the Frog Mahomes.
LeVar.
Oh, is it LeVar? Okay, cool.
We're not gonna do that.
Did you invite a Raiders fan on your podcast and expect something different to come from this? I don't know what you wanted from me. Anyways, so as long as you have Patrick Mahomes, to be serious, you are the number one team in that division until further notice. Unless, God forbid, something were to happen like injury or anything like that, he is what runs that team. And it's shown as Travis Kelce has come a little bit back down to earth. I saw y'all talking crap about my girl Tay Tay. I just wanted to let y'all know.
That was Mark.
Life of a Showgirl, biggest hit in history, equivalent of 5.5 million global units in the first week, Mar. So, okay. I know. No, it really is though. That it really don't mean nothing like back in the day when you had to go to the bodega and buy a CD. You know what I mean? When you had to go to whatever we used to have back Tower Records. Anyways, let me get back to the the Chiefs. They are the number one in my eyes till further notice. And I still believe that even with their slow start. Travis Kelce easily, has been having a slow start the past few seasons anyways, but kind of picks up a little bit into the season. And that happens with old veteran legs. So I expect him to be better down the stretch. The defense, Chris Jones, that defense was that, especially the run defense, the pass defense was a little shaky, but the run defense especially, and the defensive line led by Chris Jones are just, a force to be reckoned with. So I believe that the Chiefs are still number one here, and I think that they will still be number one at the end of the year. The Chargers. I believe that the Chargers need to make all of the moves that you said, because yes, you're right. They lost their 2 starting tackles. They've been losing players left and right, including my beloved Khalil Mack, who I still love. These players who have been hurt are some of the best players on the team. So you're going to take a hit. And then you look at their running backs. They're on Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins right now because all 3 other ones got hurt before they came along. So it's been a rotating cast of characters there. Thankfully, their wide receiver room has been stable, especially with the returning of Kareem Hunt. I don't know why I was thinking. I was about to say Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, he's there on your team. Anyways, the Chargers, I believe, if they can get the right reinforcements, will still make the playoffs. I believe that the AFC has taken a hit, especially with the Lamar Jackson injury, and the poor play of the Dolphins and the Bengals having the Joe Burrow injury. So all of these things have taken some of those main contenders away from the AFC, which leaves the door more open for a Los Angeles, a Denver, even the Chiefs at 3-3 to all get into the playoffs. All 3, even Denver. Now, is Denver probably going to? No, they're still young. They still need, but the defense, like you said, is there. And if Bo Nix and Sean Payton can finally get on the same page and use their weapons correctly, because they have a great young wide receiver core there with Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin. They got a good cast there. So if they can especially get their running game to go. We'll see what happens with RJ Harvey. But if they can get their running game to go, they can win some games. They had a tough schedule to begin with. Their schedule actually gets a little easier in the second half of the season. They may be able to sneak into the playoffs. So I'm calling Chiefs and Chargers definitely in. Broncos maybe or maybe not. Raiders, a booty juice record of less than 4 wins.
Less than 4 is crazy.
No, Omar, I'm telling you. So, okay. So there are pirates. There are real pirates. I ain't talking like Pirates of the Caribbean, but there are real pirates out there on the seas that rob other boats, right? These pirates, they're nasty. They're grungy. They drink all day, right? They just want to, do their job, get paid, and do a lot of nasty crap. So imagine those people on a hard day of work after stealing a boat, and they're drinking the alcohol, and some alcohol spills down the back of one of them and just runs down, runs down, and it comes out, and that's the juice you drink. That's what the Raiders are. Booty juice.
Booty juice. Booty juice. You stupid old.
Man.
Hey, but you know what? I'm glad you always kept it real, because when the schedule came out, I looked at y'all schedule. I said, man, they might mess around and be 5-2 by the time we get them to
sure did.
That's how I feel.
We might be 0-5.
And always he's like, bro, get off that ledge, bro. Get off that one. And I should have listened to you, because obviously, I watch more than just Chiefs football. But
right. No, I know you do. Oh, I know you do.
And the fact that you was like, nah, bro, it ain't. For me, I think it's just a huge disconnect, and you're starting to see the wrinkles of, it wasn't it was an indirect kind of shot at Chip Kelly, but even Pete Carroll was starting to go out in the media and kind of start to say a couple of little slick shit, and kind of throwing the little proverbial bus over Chip Kelly. So when you start seeing stuff like that, me personally, I don't think Chip Kelly's gonna be there too much longer. I just because like, come on, man, like you're messing with a guy's stance that got him to the league. Don't mess with it. You think you're the smartest man in the offensive room, and granted, you got a lot of football knowledge, but come on, man, your whole NFL coaching career ain't been too sexy, bro. It ain't been too cute. So, but
last coaching careers of the last 10 years. And yeah, you're right. He's going to be the first to go. He's definitely going to be the first to go. He's going to take the bullet for this season. I don't believe he even is here past next season unless Pete Carroll somehow saves his job for him.
Which would be a mistake. Be a mistake.
Yes.
I do want to get your overall feeling of the AFC as a whole, because it's not as strong as it was in years past. Like you mentioned, the Joe Burrows is out, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are going through what they're going through with their defense not looking too good, although they did look good last week. But Lamar's out, he's hurt, he'll probably be back this week. And then you have Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't look as strong. Their defense can't stop nobody. Their offense is, they've kind of reverted back to, Josh Allen go make something happen type offense. And I've always said that offense is a recipe for disaster for the Buffalo Bills. They need to run the football and get the ball to Cook more and let Josh Allen just throw the football, sparingly here and there. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do that. They've kind of reverted back to this make a play, Josh Allen save us, hero ball type stuff. And he tends to make mistakes. And then you have the emergence of the Colts, who look good this year. Daniel Jones looks like he's going to be comeback player of the year. And their defense is actually pretty good. And even though they kind of struggle with the Cardinals, but, whatever, they still look good this season. So what is your overall feel of the AFC as a whole?
Yeah, to start with the East, because I'll just helps me the best because you were talking about the Bills. You're right. James Cook is an underutilized asset. James Cook, the past couple years, has been a running touchdown machine that has consistently helped the Buffalo Bills to stay out of that Josh Allen hero ball. And this year they've gotten away from that. They need to go back to that. They need to reestablish that, because you can't always rely on younger receivers and injured tight ends. I mean, they got two good tight ends, but one of them is always injured. So yeah, I think they'll be fine because they are in the East, which obviously, you got Patriots and Drake May on the come up, a good young team on the come up. Can they make the playoffs? Maybe. We'll see. But they're a good young team for the future either way.
They are.
And then you got the Dolphins. Complete shit show. Whatever the hell happened this year, they need to completely tear that establishment down and restart, because there's nothing to do there. You've already paid Tua, so you have to keep him. At this point, I guess you either find someone that can coach Tua, or you bring McDaniel back, hoping that he regains his glory. But everybody else got to go. You could keep Jalen Waddle, but Tyreek Hill got to go. You just got to start over. You need something fresh. So I actually don't think his seat is hot at all until they maybe don't make the playoffs. But anyways, and then you got and you got the Jets. Oh, the lowly Jets.
Damn, I was so wrong. Hey, I thought I saw something early in the season, and I'm like, nope, the Jets are the Jets. They're back.
I don't know what you saw with Aaron Glenn and the Jets, and it ain't Aaron Glenn's fault.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
His fault. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I saw. They were very competitive week one. Should have won it against Pittsburgh. They played a very close game against Tampa Bay, had a chance to win it. And so some of those games up front in the season, I'm like, oh, they're playing, this don't look like the same Jets. It looked like they had a different type of vibe because of Aaron Glenn. And that's what I thought it was. And then as soon as we now here or 6 weeks later, I'm like, nah, these motherfuckers the Jets, bro. They the Jets. It don't matter, dog.
I mean, with the Jets, look, they're bad. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, outside of maybe one or two games, they've been in like 1-score games. Like if the ball bounces a certain way, we might be looking at the Jets a little differently. But whatever.
And that's football too. But I also believe that they, like the Bears before them, Justin Fields is not used properly. Justin Fields needs to run the ball. Justin Fields is a quarterback that needs his legs used. And unfortunately, these teams that have had him have not used his legs, aside from the Bears for like 8 games a few years ago. And he was awesome. He was an MVP candidate for those 8 games. And the Bears were looking halfway decent. So if you don't know how to use Justin Fields, there will be a problem. So maybe Aaron Glenn needs to find another quarterback, but he's a defensive quarterback. So how is that going to help unless the offensive coordinator can be an offensive coordinator that works with Justin Fields or your next QB who you draft? Because the Jets could go 0-16, okay? Because the Jets some booty juice as well. Mar, when you look up into the sky and you see the beautiful, beautiful clouds on a sunny, just bright blue day, right? And then all of a sudden you see some black stuff just come down from, you're like, what is that? And you hear on your radio, because for some reason it's 1950 and you have a transistor radio, you hear that a pilot above says, oh, we're leaking oil, right? That's the type of booty juice that the Jets are, my friend.
The leaky jet that's about to crash.
By the way, Mar, guess who the Jets play next?
Oh man, don't say it ain't so. Not the Panthers. Oh, no, hey, now Chris been on this Panthers train since the beginning of the season, and the Cowboys sold for him last week. The Falcons decide not to play, and who else they beat? I'm just like, come on, man. I ain't got time for this.
They beat
crap.
the Dolphins too, I think it was.
They beat the Dolphins, and then I'm like, oh Lord, like
they beat the Jets, man. My prediction is alive, man. The wild card is still open.
I can't.
Nah, let me stop. But no, go ahead.
No, you got so Colts 5-1, as you mentioned, surprise team in the AFC. I don't like the necessary hyping up of resurgent quarterbacks because I believe they will eventually come back down to earth, even in the playoffs, especially like we saw with Sam Darnold last year returning to pumpkin form. I do not believe Daniel Jones is long for this success that he is having. Now, maybe Shane Steichen is the right play caller for him, the right coach for him. Then that's fine. Now, Jonathan Taylor, on the other hand, beast. Love me some Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman, if they can start consistently getting him the ball again, great. Tyler Warren, great. So they've got the weapons. And they've got a good young defense that flies around. So
if they tight ends wouldn't taking out their corners in pregame.
Tell them. And so I think the Colts are actually going to be able to obviously get to the playoffs, especially with a 5-1 start. But by the time they get there, I believe Daniel Jones will, fumble all of that, and they'll turn into what the Colts usually do. Aside from that, you've got a lot of teams, I forgot about the Steelers. Let me not forget about Steelers. We ain't got to say nothing about the Steelers. Mike Tomlin does this consistency every year. 8-9 wins
old man
every
Rodgers.
year. You got old man Rodgers, but I think that's also a team where he can get you to the playoffs, but how much more can he get you? So, yeah, I think they get there more on the strength of a Mike Tomlin coach who is now proving to people that they need to shut the hell up when they were questioning his job last year. Like, he ain't been getting 8-9 wins a year for his whole career. So I think that they're good there. You look a little further down. I'm just looking at the playoff picture. The Jaguars are 4-2. I believe that is not for anything. They're going to completely flame out and not make the playoffs because I believe the Broncos and the Chiefs will get ahead of them. The Texans are just disappointing. This is And I know they've been injured again for a second year, but it's depressing to see such a good young team that has the talent.
I do think that I think they do have some young wide receivers that they're starting to try to work in, Noels and Higgins. And, their running game is inconsistent. I think Woody Marks, they got to start getting him in play. Hopefully when Joe Mixon comes back, maybe he gets that running game going again, because Nick Chubb is just a shell of himself. He's not what he used to be. That leg injury was just nasty. But their defense is championship level defense. Like, they got a defense that can win games for you. So if they can just get consistency out of that offense, Texans can be a good team.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I
agree with everything you said. I will say Joe Mixon, they're saying, are probably not going to come back anytime soon. So apparently that leg injury was worse, and that's what they kind of knew it ahead of the season, which is why they brought in. And plus, Woody Marks, as you mentioned, needs to be getting all the work there, because when you look at the statistics between him and Chubb, his peripherals, the advanced statistics are all better than Chubb's are, which makes sense because he's 22 versus 32, who has a knee injury. So, and I'm not trying to force Chubb out the league, but it's just like when your time is up, father time calls. Exactly.
Hold on. No win, no walk away.
No end to run. Ain't that the truth? And so, I mean, when we've talked about pretty much all of the contending teams, the rest of them there are going to suck, except one that I want to talk about, and it's talking about something that you mentioned just now. Holding on. It's not looking good. But can the Ravens hold serve until Lamar gets back? Because again, not looking good at all. With that record, I don't think I've ever seen anyone. I got to get a professor's stat on that, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody come back from that record and make the Super Bowl. So we'll see. But if Huntley can win them a game or two, or if Lamar comes back quicker than possible, they can come back. They have the type of team. Now, the problem is they lost $160 million worth of players the last game. So like the San Diego Chargers, they're down all their stars, right? Ronnie Stanley went down. Yeah, Lamar Jackson go down. Yeah, Marlon Humphrey go down. So I'm about to say Patrick Queen. He with the Steelers. So you had a bunch of players go down. So if they can't get healthy, they're obviously out with the statistic, with the record that they have. But if for somehow they can get everybody back, even with that defense sucking the way that they do, I believe that a Lamar-led Jackson offense that's healthy can still outscore other teams enough to win games. And they also, as the Broncos do, have an easier schedule going into the back half of the season. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very tough road for them, and I don't see it happening. But yeah, so
they got the Bears, the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, Bengals, the Steelers.
Very easy. Very easy. Very easy. That's what I'm saying. If they can get back healthy, Lamar Jackson can beat all those teams by himself.
We're making these schedules, man. We'll talk to somebody.
He said, "We'll be giving the Ravens the easy schedule down the stretch."
Do it to the Bills too, man.
That might be a good call there. So that's why I'm thinking the Broncos and Chiefs will both sneak in, because I think that the Jaguars obviously will fall out. I don't like them at all. And I think that the Patriots will either fall out or fall all the way down to number 7. So we'll see that. So the Patriots will get in right at that bottom 7 level. I don't think they're above the Bills. So I think they take that last spot. I don't think so. I don't think they're bad.
Oh no, the way they went into upstate New York a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, look, that's nothing but a 15-minute drive, and maybe they stole the Buffalo Bills mascot to get them mad early, like colleges do. But I'll tell you one thing: the New England Patriots lost to the Raiders, so I don't care how much Drake May is improving. I don't like any team that beats the Raiders, because I don't believe that you're a good team, because we're not a good team.
So you saying that we lose to y'all this week, you might need to reconsider everything.
You might need to reconsider your lives. You might want to go on life
We lose
support.
to
No.
y'all this weekend.
But that's the thing
have
about
a different feel.
But is it in Kansas City?
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time. Raiders historically have had success. It's not always, but a lot of times the Raiders have won in Kansas City. At least half the times over the past 10 years. So, hey, I can always. It's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened. Now Brock Bowers is still going to be out, so you don't have to worry about him.
That hurts.
It does. Well, they're keeping him out on purpose because he has the knee brace on, and they said he can't. Pete Carroll said he can't fully play right and until he gets that knee brace off, and they said it'll be in a couple weeks. So they're just waiting for that. Technically, he could play. So, anyways, but yeah, I think y'all are 1. I think Denver 2. Los Angeles 2, Denver 3, us 4. I think y'all 3 make the playoffs and we don't. And then, if Baltimore can sneak in, great, but I wouldn't think that they would be able to make a playoff run anyway. So now I got to choose a new Super Bowl contender because that's who I picked at the beginning of the year. So.
All right, let's get into the game then. Let's talk about the keys to the game. So, Omar, on offense, what do the Raiders have to do to win this game?
give up before they go in. I don't know what you want from me. No, let me be for real. They've got to establish a modicum of a pass game early, and in order to play to the strengths of the wide receivers that we have and Geno Smith, short, quick passes, out routes, swing passes to the running back. God forbid he starts throwing well within the stripes, maybe a few slants to the quick receivers, get them going like he did in the I'm about to say the R word that shall not be said in the Commanders game. If he can get the offense moving like that with plays like that, and Gianti can get going. Like I said, he had a good game a couple games ago. It was just the past game last week that they slowed down. If they can get that kind of rolling against the Chiefs defense, I think that they can keep it a game in terms of scoring because we do have the ability to open up and have a quick throw, break this down the seams offense. But otherwise than that, no, they better get the ball out quick because if not, that defensive line going to have Geno Smith down in 0.25 seconds. He ain't going to have no time to throw the ball. And we're going to lose in a blowout. So I really hope that they do that. You're asking me.
All right, Mar, on defense, what do the Chiefs have to do?
I think it's simple. This is where
show up. No, I'm just playing.
Get off the bus.
Yeah. No. Look, we got to get. I think, like you said, keep Noah Williams out there. Obviously, we know what Trip McDuffie does. Jalen Watson. I think he's had a solid season so far.
Yeah.
We had a solid season so far. So, look, I think it's coverage. Obviously, the team has played very well against the run. So, I don't think that's something that I'm worried about. I'm more worried about making sure that we force Geno into some bad throws because, obviously, he's been playing Black Santa this year. So let's go ahead and get them gifts.
Stupid.
I'm just saying. Hey, we seen it all year with Geno. You put the pressure on him, like you said. He's either just gonna go down, try to throw the ball away, or he'll throw it up into double coverage. So I like the latter of that. So let's go ahead and just make sure that we force him into some bad throws because he's already shown in the first 6 weeks that he's throwing bad footballs. So I think it's that simple, man. So that also goes into the pass rush, which is, I think, has also been our Achilles heel on defense. Is not consistent pass rush. So that plays into that part too. So
I want to say one more thing, if I may.
Go ahead.
One of the things I know we talked about the game that Kansas City had defensively last game, especially against the run. But technically, for the start of the year, at least, right, the run defense has not been as great as in the past, giving up 4.7 yards per carry. So if they have those quick routes, they can open it up for GNT to have those swing passes, to have the outside sweeps, and to have even maybe some in the tackle runs. So
for sure. Yeah, I'm with Mar. We got to force Geno into some bad passes, and we got to get to him. We got to get him seeing ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Get his feet, rush his clock. You know what I'm saying, to make him rush his throws so he can throw some picks, and possibly get some extra, possessions for the offense. So, and like Mar said, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Charlie O. Anybody, you got to get to the quarterback, man, because this year has been hit or miss. Like even last week when we played the Lions in that first quarter, it wasn't looking too good, and they was marching down the field. But then once they kind of like, we got a lead, it was like, all right, we can pin our ears back, we can get after the quarterback a little bit, and they started pressuring Jared Goff a little bit more, and it started affecting his throws and affecting him getting the ball to the wide receiver. So yeah, it starts with the defensive line with us, man. We got to get to Geno to make him, make some mistakes. So that's definitely on the list. All right, Mar, on offense, what do the Chiefs have to do?
Find where 98 is at all times. I think it's that simple. You find where Crosby's at, and you make sure that you throw the whole kitchen sink at him to slow him down. I don't need him wrecking the game. I don't, because once he gets going, that feeds everybody else's on that defense. It feeds their confidence. They start feeling good. They're like, oh, well, Max, he's turning up. Let's turn up with him. So find where 98 is at. And, the tackle play, especially over the last few weeks, has been very good. We got to continue that. That's it. Slow 98 down. That's what we're talking about right there. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, I agree. Wherever Max Crosby is, double team, you got to do what you got to do. I know you ain't going to be able to double team him all the time, but Jawan Taylor, this is your game player, because he probably going to be on your side. Or if Jalen Moore is playing, they might put him on that side a lot too, because if Joshua Simmons is not able to play in this game, they're definitely going to have Jalen Moore out there. And you definitely think the Raiders are going to be like, well, we're going to pick the backup and, see if he can block the backup. So, or the backup can block him. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they're going to send some chips or some, double teams out there. So, and then Kingsley, because like I said before, this defensive line as a whole has actually played better this year. So Kingsley, Creed, Trey, they're going to be instrumental in when they're rushing the passer too, because the Raiders defensive line has been pretty good this year. So as a whole, we got to be on par blocking this defensive line. So to get, because if they start getting through, Mahomes, as great as he is, he starts pressing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He starts throwing bad passes. The offense gets out of disarray. And also, this running game has to be efficient. Look, we ain't asking Kareem Hunt and Pacheco to be Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. We asking them to just be efficient, give us 3-4 yards. And they've been doing that the past 2 games. 2 games, they've been efficient. They getting his first down when we needed them, and that's all we could ask for from this running game. And Brashard Smith, I need to see more of Brashard Smith too out of the passing game. Use him. You know what I'm saying? He has been effective when they use him in the passing game, and he is a wrinkle that a lot of teams are not ready for because they haven't seen a lot of him yet. So until teams start game planning for him, use him.
Big facts.
Yeah, I need to back up 2 things real quick that both of y'all said, because they were spot on for the Kansas City. Is Max Crosby. Max Crosby is the juice that makes the Raiders go. As you said, Mar, if they can get him going at all to get through and start getting a pressure or 2, that starts to get everybody else jacked up. And then they want to play harder. And like you said, Chris, when you are able to have that good pressure and you go against a running game, which is mediocre at best, let's be honest, for Kansas City this year. Kansas City better use Andy Reid smart enough, one of the smartest coaches in history. He better know, use your backs and your extra tight ends on Max Crosby's side. Screw a running game. You
Just
ain't
don't
going to
use
be
no
good
regret.
anyways. Just throw the ball to Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice coming back. Just use your back to chip every time and double team Max Crosby every time. You slow him down. You slow the rest of the defense down. You open up your passing game. As all of us said, I love when good football minds, expert football minds get together. That's exactly what you need to do for the Chiefs, and you win this game easily. So
Just don't use Noah Gray on them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's no use Noah Gray on Max Crosby.
Hey, because like
like they did on Aiden Hutchins.
everybody was pissed about that. We like, what is that? Why'd you do that? First of all, Aiden Hutchinson is good enough to wreck a game. All right. So, but if you're having that comparison, Aiden Hutchinson to Max Crosby is obviously the better pass rusher. So don't you dare put Noah Gray on him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it'd be bad. It was bad on that rap because we almost fumbled the football. We almost fumbled the ball on that play. So it'd be bad again. You don't give Raiders hope.
Lord. Man.
So,
yeah, Andy, take that out your playbook and scrap that one, dog.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Omar, on defense, what do the Raiders need to do to stop this Chiefs offense?
Yeah, aside from obviously getting Max Crosby going, they need to have the best chance, especially after the week that Devin White had last week, and with the a little bit resurgence of Jamal Adams getting his legs under him. I believe if they can use those extra linebackers to either get stuck through the gaps or swing towards the outside, especially to that Max Crosby side, then you make those backs and those tight ends make that decision between, do I double team? Do I let this other guy linebacker swing all the way around? That allows you to get some pressures on the quarterback, and you're going to have to get quick pressures on Mahomes, because he can scramble and he can run, he will. But also because the receivers are very fast and that they're going to get out there and be quick. Rasheed Rice is hunting after being out for 6 games, so you better believe they're going to be targeting him a lot tonight. I was about to say another word that would have been very pause-worthy, so we'll say targeting him tonight. So if we can get those linebackers established, getting some pressure, and we can have the safeties pinned down on those routes, especially those crashing routes, or flare up when those wide receivers are going deep, I believe we can at least get enough pressure to hopefully be able to, obviously stop the running game, but then be able to slow down the passing game. That's our best chance to win, is to slow down the passing game, because then we can handle the running game, which if Max Crosby is open, then we have the chance to win the game. Otherwise, we do not.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Omar, who are your X factors on offense and defense?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. My X factor on defense, and I know I just spoke about the linebackers, but because I gave props to 2 of them already, I'll pick another person that I'll talk about 2 defensive linemen that unknown that I talked about earlier, though. Jonah Lulu and Thomas Booker. If these 2 defensive tackles can hold down the fort in the middle and get enough pressure on the center and the guards, you allow Max Crosby to get off. Pause. If you get him going, your defense all around is going to be better. And then in the secondary, Caillou Blue Kelly. He's a young pretty good so far as a cornerback, but he's still young and he's still learning. This is going to be a test for him, especially. I don't think they would put him up against, I guess you don't have a choice. They both are very fast. I was going to say you probably want to put him against a slower one, but I don't know who's slower between Rasheed Rice and Xavier Worthy. So anyways, is it okay? We'll just hope he doesn't get burned.
What you got, Mar?
On defense, Derek Nottie, you got to start showing up, bro. Don't give me that look. But here's what
you
I'm
and
saying.
I start showing up. Let's snaps. How about that?
Well, that's fine. Well, that's fine. But 119th out of 119.
Well, that was crazy seeing that on prime time.
Oh,
PFF has used the worst defensive tackle, and they put it right on prime.
Well, that's my point, Chris. I know he saw the replay of that, and I know his people.
I know Andy saw that and went to Spags. I know, man, you don't put Omar Norman line in the starting lineup right now.
So, but my main point is the snaps that he will get, because we do gotta look. We can't let Ashton Genty get going. All right,
I know.
And I'm with you, but look, you can't perform like 119. All right, you can't do that no more. All right, like come on, bro. Like we traded for you. All right, I don't know what. Look, I get it. You're a original Veach guy, but the way that you perform,
you know what, Joe? That was the smartest thing you've ever said, man.
At these crash lists. What I'm saying, but we've also seen Spags, have some unusual, snap counts for people lately. So
he loves whatever he loves.
Hey, man, look, fix that. All right, on offense, yeah, just fix that shit. On offense, hey, you said it best, Rashard Smith. Not only is he getting positive yards every time he touches it, in the limited touches that he's getting, they've also used him as a great decoy. So come on now, you talking about I could be our version of our Brian Westbrook in his offense, man. So come on, Andy, I need you to again, like you always say, every maybe Andy's holding some stuff to the vest, and they might unleash it towards the back end of the season. That's fine, but don't piss me off leading up to the back end of the season, bro. like at least start. Come on,
get ready for the D sheet, dog. You got that D playbook out ready.
Oh Lord, yeah, but hold on, but he can't do that. I think this not the same Raiders defense that we've been seeing over the last couple of years. Give him that much respect, Andy. And come on,
I love Andy. He gonna tell you how you feel about him. What play sheet he bring out.
That's true.
Yeah, in the weeks, man. It's a good football team. They 2-5, but they good. They real good. They just has a little bumps and bruises, whatever. Game time come. He pulling out all the basic shit. Halfback dive. He pulling out that Madden playbook. Halfback dive.
Oh, easy mode.
Easy mode.
That's crazy. But yeah.
No trickery, no window dressing.
No nothing.
Yeah. So, everybody
that's that's crazy, bro.
That's funny.
But but I'm with you. On offense, that's a tough one, man. I might have to say the running game just to keep us honest. Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, if they can look like how they looked the past few weeks, then this offense can get rolling. If we can get to second and short, second and second, third and twos, what I'm saying, even 4th and 1s, because we tend to go for it lately on 4th and 1s, depending on the situation. We can get short yardage stuff out of the running backs to open up this, to get us, keep the chains moving, so to keep this offense flowing. I'm all for that. And that comes with Kareem Hunt. That comes from Isaiah Pacheco. But if Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt having a good game, this game could look closer than what it should be. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want Patrick Mahomes to be throwing 55 times. That's what I don't want.
Facts.
We don't need that. And I don't want Mahomes to be the leading rusher either. That means that he's going to be taking some unwanted hits that we don't need to be having him take. So, there's Raiders and Chiefs. Raiders are going to be headhunting, trying to take my man out. We don't want that.
So, they're going to be physical.
And then on defense, what's a good X? Charlie O. Charles Omenihu.
He got 2 sacks. He got 2 sacks now.
George, I'm about sick of you. So Charlie O. Nah, he making $70 million a year, Omar, and he ain't showing up.
Nah, I feel you.
So Charlie O, you got to be the other pass rusher on this defensive line player. I need you. I need you to make Geno Smith throw by 5 picks. No,
hey, Omar he started scratching his head.
Give me 2.
I mean, look, I don't foresee him throwing less than 2, to be honest.
So I don't need Geno to be looking like Tom Brady out here, because we tend to make guys who have been having bad seasons that had the greatest season of their life.
Nah, that's facts.
Jimmy had 175 yards. Like, what's going on here, man? What y'all doing? So, yeah, those are the X factors right there for me.
What position does he play?
Who? Charlie
Omenihu. Yeah.
Defensive end.
Which one though? The right or defensive end, or do y'all switch a lot?
Nah, they move him.
Okay, that's what I figured. But the reason I asked then is because I didn't give you my X factor yet, but it's right there. It's the O line, right? Our O line has to be able to keep your defensive line, and so if he's lining up at the defensive end, you need to go after Stone Forsythe, which is the new left tackle who's just getting beat like an old rug out there on the left end. And
we're gonna make him look like Trent Williams.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you can't get past him, you want to try, because on the other side, you got DJ. DJ, my last name is, but I don't Glaze, from the University of Maryland, DJ Glaze. He has been playing per PFF metrics as one of the better, young starting tackles in the league. So I would, if I were y'all, attack the left tackle, who has only been in there 2 games, and use that to open up Chris Jones getting to
Forsythe play for the Chargers.
I don't know, probably. I don't remember.
Probably.
He's not there. He's not there for too long. He's only there for however long till Miller gets back.
Right. Too long.
Not with the way he's been playing.
Do you think y'all make a move for offensive lineman?
No, hell no. They better not trade nothing. You better suck and get the lowest draft pick you can get. Try to get us a good, we're not getting a quarterback, because ain't the quarterback class going to be booty juice this year. This quarterback going to be.
It's not good.
This quarterback, okay, you know what, Mar? You know what this quarterback is going to be like? All right, so this booty juice is, okay. So I want you to imagine that you're a team, and this team, this franchise about 5 years ago made the booty juice decision to give a guaranteed contract to a quarterback who was out searching for the booty juice. Okay. Then after that, this same franchise decided to draft a quarterback in the 5th round after already having 3 quarterbacks, and then now in the middle of the season saying they do not want to play the 5th round and may bring up Bailey Zappi from the practice squad type bullshit.
Oh, you talking about the Browns?
Now you take that franchise and you give us what they've given us over the past 20 years, and as much beer as their fans have to drink to get through those games, and then the next morning when they have the beer shits, that's the type of booty juice I'm talking about.
That's that old Bud Light drench. That's that Bud Light drench. Yeah.
So, anyways, we better suck and get a draft pick. That's what I'm hoping for.
So, my other podcast, my boy Omar, he's a Raiders fan too, and he's much like you. He's a realist. So, and he's done. He's already out. He's ready for the Lakers. He's ready for the Lakers.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, he's ready for the Lakers to start playing. And he's like, man, we better get a good high draft pick. We better not do what we always do, like suck.
Like last year when we beat the Jaguars in a fucking worthless game and ended up screwing ourselves out of a top 5 pick.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Man, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I saw that. The bane of my existence, Jamarcus Jafat ass is how I call him. Jafat ass Russell. And I take game tape home, not knowing what plays is on the game tape when you come back the next day.
Hey man, he got the bag, dog. He got the bag that changed his family's life. Man,
and changed every life of the Raiders ever, including mine. Fucking asshole. I hope he's happy with himself.
All right, man. Let's do our score.
I hope he lives comfortably with those millions because he has millions of Raiders fans who despise him.
That's crazy,
bro. Anyways, yeah, my bad.
So what is your score prediction, Omar?
All right. So look, I know earlier I said that Kansas City have played historically well. I mean, Raiders have played historically well in Kansas City. That was you are, sir. You have been, was it back on Maury? It was you are the liar or whatever. Anyways, we find that has been incorrect. Actually, in the last decade, the Kansas City is 17-3 against the Raiders. I went and found out. So the game I was remembering was when I went back in, I believe it was 2015, and we won a Christmas game, Christmas Eve, 12-10. It was a very shitty game. It was cold, but it was awesome. I had a great time in Kansas City. The fans were super nice, even though I was talking shit, and I got barbecue. So and went to the club. It was a great time. Anyways, so that being said, it will be a game that Kansas City wins at home, even on a short week. If you're telling me Kansas City just beat the Lions, who are one of the top Super Bowl contenders, my pick for the Super Bowl in the NFC, that tells me that they are on the resurgent path. They started off a little slow. Yes, we know, 1-3, back to 3-3. I think they're only on the way up. You combine that with the Raiders just not having a great season. Their only wins coming over Patriots team, the first game where they hadn't gelled, and a shitty Titans team. So when you combine those factors, I have to say that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game. That being said, as for the spread is 12.5. The last time Kansas City beat the Raiders by 12.5 was November of 2023. So while Kansas City does beat the Raiders at home, the Raiders don't always get demolished in Kansas City. Yes, it happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen for the most part. It's like they can usually hold up their weight, especially in Kansas City. So I'm going to say the Raiders cover the spread. I'm going to say the Kansas City Chiefs win the game, and the score is 28-17, so just under the 45.5 over-under.
Yeah.
What you got, Mar?
Man, this offense is getting better. EGE, he's back in the building. I can already see there's going to be a couple. That's probably the only thing Andy's definitely going to bring is just a sliver of pages just for Rashid because he's back. Give me 31-17 Chiefs. I think they already scored over 30 plus twice already this season. I think that's more than at least or equal to what they've done last year already in 6 weeks. So, but offense still gets going. I'm giving a little bit of respect to that Raiders defense because my initial thought was like 35-14. But
damn! I was like, man, I thought I was giving respect because my initial thought was 31, and I went down to 20.
Yeah, well, because I was thinking 35-14 out of gate, but I was like, this is still a divisional game. So 31-17, I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 31-21. I think the Chiefs get out on them early and just keep the lead, and then I think the Raiders will get a late score to get to 21, but I think it'll be like 31-14 most of the game, and then finally Raiders in the fourth quarter, like last minute, they go down the field, score a touchdown. It'll be 31-21. I think this team is going to be hyped up because Rashee Rice is back. I think the crowd is going to be a factor too. I think they're going to be hyped up to see Rashee Rice and this offense back. And I think Patrick and them are going to be out there hyped up, motivated, ready to go, put on the show for the home crowd in front of, against the division rivalry, the Raiders. And I think they put on the show. And then, like I said, I think you guys will score a late touchdown to make it 31-21. So
that sounds about right.
All right, Omar, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man, giving us insight on the Raider side, man. We always like to bring people on the show, man, to get different perspectives, man, regardless of who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's always all love. We a division rival and we hate each other, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's still all love because it's all sports, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely hate the Chiefs with a passion. Chiefs are actually the reason the Chiefs and the Bulls are the reason I hate the color red. So I don't own anything red. I never will. And y'all should be proud of that fact. But I will say I do love my streaming family. Cris, thank you for allowing me on the show. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who watches this show. And Mar, we brothers, you always on. You're going to be on later this week. So I hope that everyone that does watch this show, even though I am a punk-ass Raider fan to y'all, if you can find it in your heart to like sports, and don't worry, I don't talk a lot of Raiders on the channel at all. We just talk sports in general. Come check out Ball and Buds. We're trying to get that subscriber count up. We really appreciate it. And like I said, we don't talk about teams in particular. We mostly just talk about sports in general and get sports experts on. So like later this week, I'm trying to have Mar and Mel on, and we'll just talk baseball, basketball, football, and college. And we'll just talk generalities. So again, if you like sports talk, please come check us out and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And again, I thank you, gentlemen. Ball and Buds, thanks you for allowing us on the show.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Hey, appreciate you, old man.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. And we'll get together, and I'll hit you up about the date for us to get on this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Peace out, y'all. Appreciate it.
Good people's right there. Nah, he's good people.
Nah, he's funny, man. I like him, man. He's funny, man. That's what it's all about, man. Have a good time,
No, literally, that was similar to our first interaction. I was like, damn it, why you got to be a Raiders fan, man? Like, you cool, but why you got to be a Raiders fan? So, but nah, O's always been good people, man. So,
yeah, man. Real quick, man. You know how we do it, man. We do a real quick recap of week 6. Overall feeling of week 6. Week 6 was kind of weird. It capped off with Thursday. The Giants putting the beats on the Eagles. Offense. The Eagles look like they're in disarray, especially on offense. Look, man, Jalen Hurts, he missed a couple of touchdowns that could have made that game look a lot different. He missed A.J. Brown on that interception that he threw to Devontae Smith. He missed another Devontae Smith bomb that was wide open, and he would have hit his head on the goalpost. And that game probably would have looked a lot different. But they got to get it together, man. A.J. Brown, and I knew this was going to happen. Once the loss happened, that's when that boil over, and you saw with A.J. Brown. You see it with Devontae Smith a little bit, not as much as A.J. Brown, but you can tell them boys is frustrated. You can tell they're frustrated. And they got to figure out something, figure out a way to get Saquon Barkley, involved, because last year that was their bread and butter. That's why, because we forget that the passing game looked like this last year. And A.J. Brown was frustrated last year, but the difference was Saquon Barkley. He was getting going. He was covering up. He was the Band-Aid that covered all that mess up. And then finally they got to the playoffs and fixed a lot of stuff. But you could see that when things get crazy around there, I always say you take on the personality of your head coach. And they're taking on the personality of Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni does not have the ultimate control that he thinks he has.
He's Amari show.
He's very emotional. He's angry. He has a short fuse, and you see it through his team. They act like they not together. They act like they You got AJ Brown talking about ain't no group meeting, ain't no meeting they talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you didn't have a meeting, you don't say that. Don't say
What
that.
you doing having a meeting, man?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's just something to look at later on down the line. I still think they're talented enough to get to the playoffs, of course, and even win that division, because the Cowboys' defense is terrible. They can score with anybody, but their defense is bad. George Pickens was balling Sunday, and they all got messed up because their defense couldn't stop nothing.
Hey, Rico told them to buckle up,
and they didn't. They didn't.
He told them to buckle up.
I know he did, and they didn't.
He said, "Buckle up, because I'm coming, and I'm ready to put the paws on you." And they didn't listen. And then 250 plus
wrestling right now, Reem.
250 plus all-purpose yards again. He went nuts. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad, man.
Yeah, man. So it's not looking good right now over there, but I still think they make the playoffs. But they starting to look resemblance of when they the year after they lost the Super Bowl, where everything was just off. You know what I'm saying? They lost their offensive coordinator, things weren't right. So we'll see if they can get back on track. What else happened? You had the probably the worst game of the year.
Broncos
Jets.
You ain't even had to. Once you said that, I was like, Broncos Jets.
That game was terrible.
That was terrible, bro.
Broncos should have won that game by like 40.
Should have.
But Nix, he always missing something, missing passes, missing wide open receivers, just and that's why I keep on telling y'all about the Broncos. Y'all had all this stock into the Broncos. Yes, their defense is one of the best, if not the best defense in the league right now.
Bo Nix ain't shit, bro.
But Bo Nix is inconsistent
as hell. Yeah.
You want to put all your eggs in that basket?
Go ahead.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah. There's only so much the defense can cover up, especially in this day and age in football.
Man.
So yeah, I don't know. And then the Jets, Aaron Glenn might be one and done, dog.
Nah, don't do that to my boy. Don't put that juju on my boy. They gave Todd Bowles at least 2.5, 3.
You see where Todd Bowles is at. Todd Bowles won the Super Bowl.
Come on, man. Don't do that to my boy. Don't do that to my boy AG. Come on, man. One and done. Yeah, he need to put them capris away because the Mike McDaniel look ain't popping.
All I'm saying is you better get it together. You better get it together. But yeah. What else? The Colts almost lost to the Cardinals, and Jacoby Brissett was out there willing and dealing on their ass. Now, if Shavarius Ward was out there, maybe it'd be a little different. Maybe. And whoever the tight end was that took out Shavarius Ward before the game, your ass should be cut. Because I would have cut your ass. Because what the hell was you thinking?
That was crazy.
Like, that sounded like that looked like it was intentional. Like, Shavarius Ward took some money from you. That looked kind of personal. Like, what? Because what would motivate somebody to be like, yeah, pre-game, and he come across this middle, I'm gonna smash him.
I don't know, man. Crazy. Different. Coach is wearing capris is 111. Yeah, Mike McDaniel and Aaron Glenn. Ain't nobody else wearing capris, bro. Like,
speaking of Mike McDaniel, hey Tua, shut up.
Ooh.
You threw 3 picks.
Thank you.
I don't want to hear you in the post game talking about other players.
I'll credit him for 2 of them. One of them came off of Jalen Waddle's hands. All right.
Whatever.
I hear you. It still goes down as 3. I hear you.
But I'm not even talking about this game. There's been other games where he threw some. The Buffalo game, he lost that game.
Dog, he lost that Patriots game late in the game. They lost that Panthers game because of him. There was another game because I just talked about it the other night. I'm like, bro, like Two was over here talking this and that. I'm like, bro, there's at least 3 games that you cost late in the game with bad interceptions and bad decisions. So nah, man. Like if anybody talking about, oh, we need leadership, then why don't you lead by example? Shut up and play better. I'm with you.
Yeah. And even though, he had a possible game-winning touchdown to Darren Waller. He did. But still, all I'm saying is take accountability for your mistakes, bro. Stop trying to act like, oh, it's everybody else, not me.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's you, bro.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you. He tone deaf right now.
You the problem.
He's tone deaf right now.
And as Omar was stating earlier about New England, I don't know, Omar. If New England make maybe one more move,
Drake May was over there.
Maybe they make a little call to Chris Olave at New Orleans.
Come save you.
Come over here with Stephon Diggs, player.
I'm
just saying. Because their defense is good.
Yeah. Their defense is for the Patriots. Mike Vrabel got him.
Drake May got him. He looking like he was like one of the ones right now. He look like one of the ones. So that's all I'm gonna say. And who else? We already talked about Buffalo. They're cooked food. Their defense is terrible.
Hey, Buccaneers still finding a way with all those injuries, bro.
Baker Mayfield, man,
balling,
doing his thing,
balling.
MVP candidate right now. Might be he ain't in the lead on DraftKings, but he should be up there.
In my opinion, he should be the number one in the lead, the MVP right now.
I agree.
I will put him one right now, and I'm prefacing it right now. Daniel Jones, and then I'll put Patrick at 3.
I'm not mad at that. But after this weekend,
oh, it's gonna change. That change, cuz.
After this weekend,
that changes, cuz. Come on, man. What we doing? It's changing real quick, dog.
But I mean, week 6, it was cool. Chicago got that win over the Commanders. It was raining. Commanders probably should have won that game if Jay Daniels doesn't fumble the football. I know it's raining outside, but you got to take care of the football, dog.
Yeah, how many turnovers they had? At least 4.
Both sides had a lot of turnovers. I think they had 3 turnovers on Chicago side.
Yeah, 2 fumbles and an interception. Yeah.
Oh yes, and prayers up to what's the name from San Francisco? What's the linebacker's name?
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. Prayers up to him, man.
Damn, man.
He out for the season. Broke dislocated ankle and fracture, so he's out for the season. And San Francisco's another team, man. They just
ain't still healthy, bro. It must be a California thing because Chargers.
And they fall like flies. Like every week they got a bad injury, and it's just like, damn, again. So, and then you saw when he was out the game, they look out of sorts. They didn't, Fred Warner gets them in he's like Nick Bolton. He gets them,
get them lined up,
get them set, get them ready. So. It's not looking good for San Francisco right now, with that injury. I was a little bit surprised on how the Rams played the Ravens. We all expect the Ravens to get blown out, but their defense actually played a little bit better this week. They got to Stoop Huntley because they benched Cooper Rush. They were sick of him. But we'll see what happens when Lamar comes back. If that defense can be respectful, the Ravens have a chance. They do. But we'll see. We'll see.
Hey man, that's a 1 in 5, bro. That's a huge hill to climb, bro, that you asking for. I mean, they damn behind the 8 ball. Them boys is in the ditch. They deep down in the gutter, bro. It's gonna be hard to get past that 1-5. It's gonna be real hard. But hey, we've seen stranger things. So I don't know, man. I know one team that's really starting to get cooking. Them Seattle Seahawks. I ain't sleeping on them.
I told people about Seahawks.
I ain't sleeping on them.
JSN is a top 5 wide receiver.
He's a dog. And Sam Darnold, hey, he's shutting me up because I was like, man, it's gonna be a one-hit wonder in Minnesota.
Give them some good weapons and a good offensive line. Sam Darnold can cook, and some good coaching. That's another thing.
Mike McDonald.
I bet you the Ravens will still have Mike McDonald still as they DC.
Yeah, of course. But that defense is starting to get legit. They actually starting to play better on both sides of the football. So because I was worried about if Kenneth Walker was going to start to get going, like, yo, bro, where you at? And he's starting to pick it up. Yes, Charbonnet. Look, man, the Rams. I still picked them to win that division, but don't be surprised if they get some stiff competition from Seattle. Look, I know the 49ers record looks good, but they too banged up. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
Just like I tweeted you on Sunday, bro. I'm done with Kyler, bro.
I've been done with Kyler Murray.
I'm off Kyler, bro. And not because he was hurt. The fact is we seen this from him. Slow starts, and then the injuries come, and then it's like, bro, where are you? So yeah, man, that's just a lot of potential athleticism just being wasted. I don't know what's going on with that, bro. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Week 6 was kind of crazy, man. Some crazy things.
Hey, Kevin Stefanski. Let's cut the foolishness out, man.
Nah,
get Dylan Gabriel off the damn field, man. The man he probably should have thrown like 4 picks on Sunday. 4.
Hey,
4. Because you know why? Because the man can't see over his damn offensive line.
He 5'8", 5'9".
He ain't got an arm like at least Kyler got an arm.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Bryce Young got a little arm talent to him.
Hey man, don't bring on them Panthers no more in this damn show, bro.
Leave Bryce Young alone, man. He's 3-3. He's 500 right now. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm so sick of that because I every time I saw them make a good play, I'm like, man, Cris back there chuckling like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Do it again. Should have had more points. Hey, Xavier Leggett in the end zone, wide open.
That man over there chuckling like
Rico Dowdle was over there.
He told him the boy to buckle up, man.
I was like, if they do start losing, can we get Rico Dowdle over in the team?
Bruh. Dog. So nah, man. Yeah, crazy week, but we'll see what happens. Because I think they got another London game. Rams and Jaguars. So somehow the Jaguars.
Then the Jags. They're not good. They're not good, man.
That's why I was so pissed about that loss, bro.
Trevor Lawrence is trash.
Because that's the most fraudulent 4-2 I ever seen, bro.
We should have beat them, man. I hate when we lose to teams like that.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
I hate when we lose to teams like that. Because then the next week, this always happens. They come back. The princess turns to a pumpkin.
Yeah, but why they got to do that? Why you got to lose to the scrubs to make you get right? You're supposed to beat who you're supposed to beat, bro.
Because we play to the level of our competition.
And
I keep telling you, Spags and Andy tell you how they feel about you on the field. That's why they put Shamari Connor in the slot. We don't care. We don't respect you, Trevor Lawrence. What you mean put a spy on him? Why? Why am I putting a spy on this scrub? Because he's running on the Spags. God damn it.
Yeah. Can you stop that?
All right, fine. Hey, spy him. Shamar, you stay in that slot.
Hey, dog.
Hey,
Stop.
coach, you might want to put Noah who?
Noah Williams, the guy you drafted.
No,
He's been
right.
pretty good.
No.
I was so pissed he had four snaps that game, bro. Like, what the?
Why would I put Noah Williams on this cat?
Yeah, but then he messed around and did the same damn thing with Jaden Hicks last week.
He did do that.
On Sunday night. I'm like, bro, what?
The safeties were playing good, but I wish he would have put him on Sam Laporta. I wish I would have had him on Sam Laporta a little bit more.
Come on.
But the safeties played good Sunday. They did.
Come on, bro.
Let's not do that.
No, man. He playing with my emotions, dog.
Come on, how the Chiefs do this every year, man.
I know.
They experiment.
Yeah,
they tinker. What you see in October
ain't what you gonna see
in January.
So
don't get comfortable.
Get comfortable at all.
Buffalo tells us this every year. Hey man, they ran like 20 plays. I ain't seen that shit ever.
Ain't seen that.
Yeah.
Where that come from?
It was in the boat. With lasers and stuff around it. It said playoffs 2026.
Hey yo. Hey, I bet you Andy loves this. He be like, man, I'm about to mess with the kingdom all season, bro.
He was like, well, wait till we'll be run off of this in January. They just see Brashard Smith running this way. Wait till I do with them later in the season.
I swear
some shit.
I swear he be messing
Wait
with
till
him.
I toss it to Brashard Smith. He tosses it back to Mahomes and then runs a 9-round wide open.
Chill, man. That's crazy, dog. But you right though. Yeah. Hey, I guess that's part of his genius is, what
you gotta take it, man. You gotta take that with Andy Reid. That's what comes with the package. It's frustrating because it's not like every other coach who just runs normal plays, They don't try to win the game. And, most teams like the front run, like Buffalo, Lions, teams like that. They want a boat race you. Ravens, they want a boat race you. They show all their cards. So by the playoff time come, we saw that week 2, player. In week 5, in week 7, in week 8.
It's so funny. I think I hit a tweet a couple of weeks ago. I said, man, Buffalo, that play looks oddly familiar. They did the corn dog joint. I said, y'all, okay. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, y'all funny, bro. I said, y'all can't beat us, so we start rocking y'all playbook too. Okay.
Told you, they take our stuff too. They make fun of us when we do it.
But then they end up
using take it. And then you see somebody do jet sweeps and all kinds of trickery. Oh, it's smoke and mirrors and finesse and all this stuff. You don't fall for the tricks. And then they fall for the tricks. And then they take the trick.
They say fall for the trick, then take the trick.
They take the trick, and then they say Sean McVay made it up. And it's like, all right, y'all got it.
Yeah,
Kevin O'Connell made it up. Okay, y'all got it.
Nah, it's all good because I made sure I tweeted the exact play, which was ran in the Super Bowl that won us 2 of them. That same play.
All right, player. Y'all got it. And I like Sean McVay. My ultimate dream one day is when Andy Reid retires. Sean McVay becomes to the Kansas City Chiefs and coaches us. Could you imagine? Patrick Mahomes scoring 75 every game, man.
Now, I will say this. Sean McVay is more apt to stick with the run more than Andy.
Of course.
So that should probably
Andy is a old school West Coast offense type of guy. Now he's evolved it in different variations as the years have gone by. And one thing I will give Andy is he will listen. If you come with something new to the table, hey man, I saw this in 1975.
Let's run.
Hey man, I was watching Kentucky Western last week, and they ran this play.
It's crazy. I don't even know if that's a real university.
Western Kentucky, whatever. I saw them play last week, and they ran this play. We should adopt this.
Hey, that's
And Andy, like, he'll look at him like, yeah, I like that, but I can add to that. So he is a traditional. Bill Walsh, was the inventor of the West Coast offense, which was not really going to run the football. We use the short pass as the running play, screens and stuff like that. That's how Andy's philosophy is. He adopted it from Mike Holmgren. And Mike Holmgren, you know what I'm saying? He adopted it from Mike Holmgren.
Got it from Bill Walsh and
and hand it down. John Gruden runs the same type of plays.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He's very old school when he believes. If you listen to Andy is very scheme based. That's the only thing I don't really care for him about is he's so scheme based.
Yeah, like you said, the stubbornness.
He's stubborn into the scheme because, like I said, when he was with the Eagles, he didn't really have great receivers other than T.O. And finally, when he drafted Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin.
Yeah. Other than that, he had
he had Freddie Mitchell, Todd Pinkston, and Jason Avant. And told Donovan McNabb, hey, man, let's go win the Super Bowl. What? Hey, man, I gave you Brian Westbrook. Shut up. Now he had a great defense because Jim Johnson was one of the best defensive coordinators, and he had Weapon X back there, smacking everybody, and Jeremiah Trotter and Hugh Douglas and all them boys. So you do that.
Smack them. Hey, you remember that hit he put on Algie Crumpler, bro?
Yes.
I still remember that dog. And Algie wasn't no small tight end, bro.
He was big. That was the only weapon Michael Vick threw to. Like, just keep it real. You only threw it to Algie Crumpler.
Hey, Algie Crumpler was a left tackle pretty much. Playing tight end.
He was Jason Dunn. He was.
Shout out to Jason Dunn. No disrespect.
JD. No disrespect at all.
We love you, JD. We love JD.
Yeah. But JD was, when he came to the Chiefs, he was a blocking tight end. That's what he was.
Yeah, he was.
He caught a few passes here and there, but
Well, I mean, he had a goat in front of him, so. Yeah.
That Atlanta Falcon legend, Tony Gonzalez.
Shut up, bro. I in this show, dog, because you.
What? He's not Atlanta Falcon legend.
Atlanta Falcon legend. No, the man played 12 years in the city, bro. I ain't doing that, bro.
Like he was like, Atlanta's with the playoffs and won games.
He had 5 years in Atlanta. Don't let Tony fool you. And that man, he can say all this shit he want. We know what's up. All right. Your name got made in the Midwest in Kansas City, Missouri, 816. Your name got made here. All right, we ain't doing that, Tony. So I know what the hell he be saying, and I'm pretty sure he be on that damn ayahuasca when he be saying that shit. He high as kite when he be saying that.
No, he been retracting since we've been winning because he want to be anywhere. He want to be closer to Chiefs now. Like they winning, they win the Super Bowls, they get in the Super Bowls. I need to be close to them. Yeah, I was Tony Gonzalez. I played 12 years with the Chiefs.
Hey, because I think he was just mad about all the losing he had to do here. And
I talk to Travis every day. Travis was like, man, I ain't talked to dude in about 2 years. No,
Tony who?
Travis respects Tony.
Yeah, but Tony
he ain't gonna get that. He ain't gonna get Tony's record though.
Nah, that's tough. Tony put up crazy numbers, dog.
15,000 yards for a tight end. He ain't getting that.
He put up crazy numbers. Like that's one thing I will say about Tony, man. That was
see, look at Reem. He said he done with him. No more.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, Reem. Hey,
take him out of the Chiefs Hall of Fame, man.
His name already in there. They ain't taking that thing off, man. But come on, man. Like. I just wish, like you said, I understand he retracted, but come on, TG, dog, we stuck by you many years.
I think the Chiefs did him a favor.
Oh, send him to Atlanta. Yeah, they did. They sent him to a contender.
Hey, look, man, we in a rebuild. We ain't gonna make you part of this rebuild. We're gonna send you to Atlanta Falcons. They got a good quarterback over there. They look like they trying to win the Super Bowl.
Shut up, Reem said. The only Tony I know is Moyaki. ain't getting this show, bro.
That ain't right. That ain't right, man. We're not doing that now. Relax.
Oh, snap.
Tony Moyaki.
Hey, he did make that hell of a catch. Had us in
We
that
thought,
free.
we thought Tony was gonna be the next.
I thought he was gonna be the boy, and he had the 88 on too. I was like, yeah,
my man couldn't stay healthy to save his life.
Boy.
And then out of the lineup. And then we saw Travis, and he ran that preseason game when he ran that like 99-yard touchdown in preseason. And then they was like, he's out for the season. I said, damn it, another one.
Damn. Yeah.
Not knowing we gonna have the greatest of all time, baby.
Whoop. Really, dog. Yo, you a fool, boy. Hey, man. Hey, never in my life I thought that the Chiefs would be the franchise that have the 2 greatest tight ends of all time. Never. So
there's a lot of nevers with the Chiefs right now.
Oof. Hey, yeah.
I thought we'd be the team that social media crash out on.
Boy. And we got, dog, they got the whole social media crashing out heavy, dog. Like, look at them, they cheating. I was like, hold on, 2 weeks ago, y'all didn't give a damn about us. Yeah.
The dynasty is done. Patrick Mahomes is trash. Yeah. My top 5 quarterbacks right now. Hey, Drew Brees, your top 5 list is trash. I just want you to know that. Your top 5 team list. Ooh. My man Stephen A did a list, and he had the Chiefs at 3. Drew Brees was like, I can't get with the Chiefs at 3. You know who he put at 3? The 49ers, man. Get the hell out of here, man. In the show. In first take right now. If I was Stephen A, cut this segment right now. Get Drew Brees up the screen right now.
Get the hell out, bro.
Get out. No, cut his screen. I don't even want to talk to him no more. He's not even allowed to speak to me right now because I'm so disgusted.
Hey, bro. Dog, imagine being the host and the producer. I'm like, hey, man, shut that down right now.
Let's cut this off.
I can't remember what caused Travis to slip, but I'm glad he did.
It was weak. It was a lot of things. It was because he
got kicked off the team, didn't he?
Yeah, because when he went to Cincinnati, he was recruited as a quarterback. Remember?
Yeah,
he was a quarterback, and then he got caught for drugs, and then they kicked him off the team. He did. His brother, of course, asked the coach, "Hey, can you let him back on the team?" Blah blah blah. He let him back. He was like, "Yeah, you can come back. We got to be tight end," and the rest is history.
Yeah.
And then he slipped because of, they still had the concerns, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And that's when Andy, when he got drafted, he said, "You gonna fuck this up? Are you gonna fuck this up?"
That's so funny.
No. Get your brother back to damn. Damn, Andy. How you doing, sir? Yes, I'm excited to be a part of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Proud to be a Chief. All right.
Hey, man, in the early years of Travis, man, it was a little rough. He had a little YN in him in the beginning.
Like a mug, dog. Hey, remember we threw the flag at the ref?
I remember when he did the motion to the to the ref.
Told him the EAD.
Yeah. He used to get into a lot of scuffles. It was always like, Trav, chill, man. You gonna get us a penalty, dog. Shut up.
Chill, man.
Relax. Who did he push? He pushed somebody, and that got us a 15-yard penalty, and I think it lost us the
game. He used to do some dumb shit. He did.
And then finally, he kind of calmed down, grew up.
That man said he had some YN in him. He did.
Yeah, the YN in him. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's crazy, bro.
All right, y'all. If you look at the screen, you see the QR code for the BetUS website. This is for first-time users only. You go there, you sign up, you put your information, you put the promo code JOHN125. You get 125% sign-in bonus plus 10% gambler's insurance because they got other things on the website. That means you get 3 risk-free bets on $100 up to $5,000 on your first 3 deposits. You know what that means, Mar?
Hey, did that mean I get my money back, bro?
If on your first 3 deposits you put $100 in there, you bet and you lose, you still keep your money, dog.
Damn, I love that.
So you can keep your money, or you can win some money over there and don't even have to worry about that. You can win on your first deposit and get more money. You know what I'm saying? But after your first 3 deposits, that's on you, player. You lose all your money. I don't get it. You know, that's on you.
Damn, that's on me. That's my bad.
So yeah, go ahead and scan that QR code and tell them Arrowhead Chief Podcast. Also, the Red Friday Chief Kingdom shirts are available. $25 plus shipping and handling, all that good stuff. Go ahead and go to our social media and you go to our Printify, or you can scan this little QR code right here. It takes straight there too. You know what I'm saying? So go and get your shirts and represent on Red Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? And represent the podcast too. So
yes, sir.
Whatever so streaming platform that you use to listen to your podcast, we're available on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Whatever you use to listen to your podcast, we're available, man. Also, first time watchers on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Tuesdays at 5:30 Central Standard Time, you could jump in the lives like Joe and Mark was today. You could give us your opinion. We want to hear from you. You agree with us? You disagree with us? Or how excited are you about Rashee Rice? How excited are you about this offense? Do you think the Chiefs are the best team in the league right now? Are you pissed off all this disarray on the timeline about the Chiefs? Or are you like, bump it? We the villains, baby. Let's get it.
Hey.
We want to hear from you. Even if you don't listen to us live, leave it in the comments section. Listen on the playback, man. We want to hear from you regardless. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you use, we're available at AH Chief Podcast. Follow us. We're not Hollywood over here. Joe,
he got it right there.
You was slacking last week. But Mark had to pick up your slack last week.
So did. Shout out.
I hope you heard, and I hope Mar was supposed to clip it. I wish you'd heard what I said.
Oh, I still got time though. Hey.
But yeah, follow us. We'll follow you back. If you have critiques or feedback, or if you have a question or topic that is Chiefs related or NFL related, Chiefs related or NFL related, and we like said question or topic, we'll bring it up. We'll shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, emails, or our mentions. All right, Chiefs Kingdom.
It's been real.
Celebrate. We had a good Sunday night. Hopefully we have a good Sunday morning or afternoon. You know, you were living in the KC area. Celebrating another victory next week, and we will be back to get y'all ready to recap the game and get you guys ready to play the Washington Commanders. Left hand up. Who are we? We Commanders. Can't stand us. Hey, I might play that song. You know what I'm saying? It might be a full section of just playing the song. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Nah, but go ahead and tap in with us next week. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, man. Be safe out there. We out.
No, I hate that.